It's Swift 98.7. I'm David Kazera, and now joined here in the studio with Weston Stucki. Weston is a senior at Star Valley High School and one of the contestants to the Teen Vocalist presented by Randy Thompson Insurance. Weston, thank you so much for taking some time to chat with me here tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me out here.
Now, Weston, first of all, we've got to talk about where you've starred so far in high school. You recently were a part of the big production Footloose, and you starred there in that production. Talk a little bit about that for a moment.
Well, Footloose was so much fun. Like, I felt like that I got to express a whole new part of myself, being able to act and just be crazy on stage, and it was so much fun because I really loved just seeing people after the show and the way that and how much they loved it. And I don't know, that was part of the best part of the Footloose, was just seeing how everyone else loved it. But the other best part, I'd say, is just working with so many fun people who were there.
Well, it was a great production. You did an awesome job on it, and so thanks for sharing your talents. And now a chance to win $1,000 as part of the Teen Vocalist. Tell us a little bit about why you wanted to try out for the Teen Vocalist this year.
Well, kind of similar to the musical is I love singing for other people. I love seeing people smile. I love seeing people get into the music as much as I do. And so when I sing, that's the thing that I try to do, is I try and make the audience feel something. And I thought that Teen Vocalist would be such an awesome opportunity to be able to share that light and share that music with other people.
That's awesome. Well, and it definitely did that with your audition. Here's a little sample of your audition. We'll let people have a taste of what Weston Stucki can offer.
And I climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason.
So, Weston, talk to us a little bit about your history of music. You're obviously very musically talented with your voice, but talk to us about why you like to sing, and do you do anything else with music?
Well, when I was a lot younger, my older sister kind of got into music, and that was super cool to me, and I loved that. And she started taking some vocal lessons with one of the locals from where I used to live, which was down in Utah. And so I kind of started with that, and my parents were really, really supportive in me doing that, and I just loved it. And I did that for maybe I'd say like 3 years maybe down in Utah. Mm-hmm. And then when I moved here into Wyoming, I just wanted to keep it going. And so I participated in all the choirs, all the musicals. I got some more lessons down here. And just from there, I've just grown to love music so much.
So obviously a big history. Your family, pretty musically inclined as well, it sounds like. So you mentioned in your bio when you filled out for your audition that you like to sing along with your dad at times when building things. Is that right? So talk to us a little bit about that. What's that like?
It's so fun. Me and him, we have a little off-grid cabin that we're kind of building in the forest right now. And sometimes I'll be like, hey, let's listen to some music. And he's like, okay. So he plays some of his more songs from his youth, and he's singing them, and I'm like, oh, these are super fun, play that one again. And so we'll play it along, and then we'll sing along to the whole thing, and we'll be doing all sorts of fun stuff while we're working down there, and it's a blast.
That's great. It's Weston Stucki. He is one of the contestants for the Teen Vocalist presented by Randy Thompson Insurance. It's coming up on May 7th. Weston, tell us a little bit about what you plan to do here in the near future. I mean, you're a senior in high school. What's coming up in your world soon?
Well, this summer I'm going to be probably heading out. Not exactly sure the date yet, but I'll head out onto my mission here, an LDS mission. And after that, I'm probably going to be attending college at USU, majoring in entrepreneurship, maybe being able to start my own little company or something. We'll see where that takes me, I guess. But, I mean, I'd love to take music as far as it can take me and do everything I can with that.
That sounds exciting, Weston. Before I let you go, there's a question I always ask contestants of The Vocalist, and tell me what is on your playlist. Like, what was the last thing you listened to on your phone or your iPod? Like, what was the last thing you heard?
The last thing that I heard was probably Granted by Josh Groban.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So that was the last one. What would you say if we were to pull up your stats? What song do you think you've heard, or artist do you think you've probably heard the most of in your life?
The most that I've heard in my life, definitely David Archuleta.
Okay,
Yeah.
really? All right.
Ever since a young age, he was like big person. Like he was awesome. He was what I wanted to be when I grew up, and he was so cool.
That is awesome. Of course, he came to the Vocalist this last summer, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it's David Archuleta, and that's cool. That's good to hear. Well, Weston, we're so excited to have you a part of the Teen Vocalist. Before I let you go, anything else you wanted to share with us about you and about the upcoming competition?
No, the only thing I'd share is just I'm super excited. I'm super excited for people to come out and see everybody.
That's great. It's Weston Stucki. He is a contestant of the Teen Vocalist, presented by Randy Thompson Insurance, coming up on May 7th.